A feminine woman who wants to relax and sit back into her feminine energetic flow. She's not overworking. She's not overexerting herself. When you are striving to become more feminine, is working smarter, not harder. This could be like delegating tasks to other people. Today we're gonna talk about things you can do to be more feminine and radiate that feminine energy. And you can start today to get you in that feeling of the soft girl era, being relaxed and sitting back into your feminine flow. The first thing that really needs to be in your attention when you are trying to be a more feminine woman is overworking. So, story time. I was working 3 jobs at one time. So I worked at a nursing home, and then I also worked at another senior living center, which was like across the town. And I did housekeeping and I was a server there. A feminine woman who wants to relax and sit back into her feminine energetic flow. She's not overworking. She's not overexerting herself. You need to take a step back if you are overworking. If you're that girl that was working 3 jobs like me or 2 jobs like me, you need to find a work-life balance. You need to take a step back and really assess why you're doing this. One thing that you can practice when you are striving to become more feminine is working smarter, not harder. This could be like delegating tasks to other people in such a feminine way by asking people for help. Like, you can't do it all. And why would you want to? So you need to get really tactful about how you ask for help and support. Don't be afraid to ask people to help you, you know? You deserve it. You don't need to be doing everything. You need to slow down, don't rush, and prioritize tasks. Creating a list, getting organized, and making priorities of things that you need to get done. You'll be able to take your time and focus on the things that you need to focus on and get the things done without any stress and without any hassle. One other thing with overworking is, yes, you might be able to do everything, but would you want to? It's like for a job. You might be qualified to do the job, but would you want to interview for that job? Like, I can clean very well, but would I want to interview for a housekeeping job? No, because it's a lot of work. But that doesn't mean you have to do all the hard work. You don't have to do everything. So learn to sit back and relax and work smarter, not harder, so that you can be more feminine. Hi, my name is Micah and welcome back to my channel where I love to talk about confidence, femininity, dating, and leveling up. If you're ready to change your whole dating life and really understand how men are, get my freebie in the description box below. Also, follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Elegant Micah. Subscribe so that you don't miss any of my new videos and turn on that notification bell. The next thing that you want to do to become a more feminine woman is ask for help. And this goes back to what I was talking about earlier, about working smarter, not harder. If you're in a relationship, ask your man to help you. You don't have to do it all. You doing everything is not gonna make a man chase you. The more that you do for him, the less he will do for you. So you need to set the tone in the relationship early on that he is supposed to chase after you. Energy should be reciprocated if you're in a long-term relationship. But in the beginning stages, he's the man. He should be chasing you and he should be showing you that he's interested in you. What is the point of having a man in your life if he's not going to elevate you, if he's not going to enhance your life and bring you to his level? You can do bad all by yourself. You don't need a man to add to your headache, your stress, and your heartache. Don't be afraid to ask him for help and ask him for the support that you might need. When you're in a relationship or even dating, men want to feel needed. So you need to fulfill his masculine wants and desires by eliciting his help, by recruiting his support, making him feel that you need his input. I know that you are perfectly capable of doing everything yourself and being an independent woman. Every now and then, why don't you ask him for his input? Like maybe you're trying to buy a vacuum cleaner and you don't know which one to get. You could say, hey babe, what do you think of these vacuum cleaner options? Like, I don't know which one to pick. I guarantee you, if he is interested in you and supportive of you, he will feel so honored to help you pick out the perfect vacuum cleaner for yourself. He will be so grateful that you asked him for help and for his input, and that will validate his masculinity. Reserve your energy. When you are tapping into that radiant, that loving and beautiful side of yourself, as a woman, you need to reserve your energy, sitting back and relaxing in the flow. So maybe you could look into cycle syncing. I have an app, it's called Lively, and it helps you keep track of your cycle and what you can do to better support yourself and reserve your energy. As women, we all know, like, leading up to the period, our energy levels are lower. That is the perfect time to relax, sit back, do some self-care, take a nice hot bath. If you want to be more feminine, energy-wise, you want to relax and you want to be in a flow. You want to surrender to the flow of the universe. The next thing is so key. And if you miss this part, you are truly missing out on how to pour your energy into yourself. Pour into your external appearance. Because if you feel good on the outside, you are bound to really feel good about yourself on the inside as well. So getting your hair done, getting your nails done, getting your toes done. They are clean, your teeth are white. They don't have to be straight, but just make sure that they are clean and presentable and they look nice. Another thing is exfoliating, and that is taking care of your skin from head to toe. This will make your skin really soft, and when your partner or your date touches your hands, they're gonna notice how soft your hands feel and how feminine and radiant your hands and your skin is. Maybe you're not into makeup, so you curl your eyelashes or you do something minimal like wear mascara. So this is a really good boost to feel more feminine and be a beautiful, loving, and radiant woman. You could do some concealer or some eyeshadow, or wearing lipstick every day is a nice touch to set you apart from men and appear more radiant and beautiful and feminine, because men don't wear lipstick. So you can also tap into this energy and this radiancy by wearing lipstick. You don't have to do too much. Just do the opposite of what a man would do. And here's one thing that changed the entire game for me when I decided that I wanted to be more feminine and radiant. And as soon as I started doing it, it completely changed how people perceived me and accepted me. And stay in your lane by holding yourself accountable. The only person that's in control of your life is you. So when unfavorable things happen in your dating life, let's say you get ghosted, you need to hold yourself accountable by setting your boundaries and applying them. So if someone is not talking to you consistently and they haven't set a date, then you stop talking to them. You cut them off. You have to be very cut and dry with what you accept and what you will not accept. So if they're not talking to you and they were just having a conversation with you and out of the blue it's silence, then you leave. You don't be afraid to leave if they're not treating you how you expect and deserve to be treated. And one thing, you do not try to change someone. You cannot convince someone to treat you better. You cannot convince someone not to ghost you. Set the standard, and if they're not meeting the standard, if they're not talking to you every day, then you move on. You don't try to write them a 10-page text message on why they should treat you better. You just leave. It's not your job to change anyone. Your job is to be happy with your life. The number one element that will help you leave when you're not being treated right is confidence. Confidence is all that you need to leave and to stay in your lane when you're dating. Remember, being a feminine woman is removing yourself when the situation is not serving you and when you are being put under stress. If this person is overworking your mind, you need to remove yourself from the entire situation and be confident about doing so. The next thing you want to do to embrace your femininity is how you speak. Number one thing is not using profanity. Especially when you are first meeting someone and going out on a date, you want to appear more knowledgeable and you want to appear more elegant. So you don't want to be using curse words because that will paint a picture that you're not a high value woman. So you don't want to use profanity unless you know this person very well and they use profanity or they're okay with women using profanity. But just as a good general practice, censor yourself. When you are speaking to him, it can be more seductive to slow down your words and don't rush your sentences. And also, if you really want to appear more alluring, you can lower your tone and speak a little softer, and that might influence them to lean in a little bit so that they can hear what you're saying and they'll hold on to every word that's coming out of your mouth. Pro tip, and expand your vocabulary. So while you're not using profanity, you also can appear very feminine and radiant in your speech by expanding your knowledge of words and what they mean. Try not to use slang while you're dating and getting to know someone. And another way that you can expand your vocabulary is through reading. Reading physical books. You can also use some apps, but books delivers the fastest results and it also expands your knowledge. Stand out from all the other women. Like, you're a very feminine, radiant woman and you're also knowledgeable and can hold a conversation. This will set you apart as the ultimate woman. All right, my beloveds, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment telling me what your favorite tip was. Make sure you check out my video on how to have a high value woman mindset. And if you're interested in becoming the ultimate dream woman, get my freebie in the description box below. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Elegant Micah. And I'll see you next time. Bye.